is a fake TV show. That. I was trying to be nice.
My name is Rick Lax, and I'm a magician. Billions of people have seen my magic. But this show isn't about me, it's about my friends. They're magicians too, and you're about to meet them. I don't know what tricks they're gonna show you. I just know that we've got cameras, we're going on a magic adventure, and you get to tag along. This is Making Magic. Justin, what are you doing here?
Just magic tricks.
My friend Justin Flom is a magic superstar. He performs for millions of people in the country's biggest venues. But today, he's hanging out with us. Do you do the voodoo doll trick?
I did it in New Orleans.
They take that very seriously then.
Right. The voodoo doll trick where you lay a simple voodoo doll like this, and you can get more by taking a piece of their hair or attaching something to it, but you just slowly
It's so deceptive because you
make
would
that
think,
voodoo doll
yeah, you'd think it's
stand
a
up.
thread, but this one's not a thread.
Right.
Here you go.
You shoot it like that. That's why I love magic shops, because there's like things
To play with?
on the wall that you can play with. Like that box probably does something.
If you can make a silk disappear, I can make it reappear in here.
The white one?
Yeah, go for the white one.
This is the classic vanishing silk.
Yep.
You push it in the top like so.
And throw it in the box.
That's pretty good. We didn't even rehearse that.
It is good.
Not bad. Look who's outside.
Oh my goodness.
It's Tommy Wind. How's it going, man? Good to see you. What's
What brings
happening?
you here?
Doing cut and wrist blood rope.
Let's see it. Here we go.
Well,
This is giant thick
Yeah.
rope.
right? But it's great. You see it like all the way in the back row.
Yeah. I'm gonna try first making cut restored rope. Gosh, it's been a while for me.
When's the last time you did that?
It's probably been 20 years.
I
So now you can cut that.
Yeah.
I'm still on track, right?
Just like this. Cut, cut, cut. Snip, snip, snip.
And then we cut once in the air.
What?
Cut once in the air, good. And then again in the air. And then we're back to where we started.
That was
That,
good.
yeah,
Right?
not
That was
bad.
really good.
When I was performing this overseas, you have to be able to do 5 shows in a row like that. If you're using scissors, you're slowly cutting your rope up and you run out of rope.
Got it.
So then you create a piece of rope magic that doesn't use any scissors. This is one where you can. Grew up in Minnesota, very cold there. You can actually freeze your ends off. End up with a rope with no ends. Right there. If we can make ends meet.
Oh, I love the Justin 10-year-old patter. I imagine your dad teaching you like about that saying, making ends meet.
Now it almost looks, right? It's that optical illusion. A lot of people ask if magic is an optical illusion. It's not, it just looks like one. It almost looks like the ends are on the rope there, but you can see that they just melt
There we go.
onto the rope.
Those are actually really good moves. This is the one that I just do. Grab one side of the
I will.
rope. You grab the other side of the rope. Tug on the rope. Make sure it's solid. There you go. Not tug of war. We're just checking out a rope. All right, watch. We're gonna take the 2 edges of the rope. Right. This is actually we put the 2 edges up towards each other like so. Would you say that's fair?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
fair.
Would you say that's fair?
That's fair.
Good. All right. We're gonna take the bottom of the rope. We're gonna bring it up through the hands and go ahead. Take the scissors.
Oh, and you made the big scissors appear.
Yeah,
That's the best part
well,
so far.
Somebody else did, but I'll take the credit for
Go
it.
for it.
Okay, so go ahead, cut the rope right in the center. There you go. All right, and it's even, perfectly even. Okay. Something like that.
That's Ricky's fault.
There
He
you
didn't
go.
do it
Go
even.
ahead, tie the 2 edges of rope together.
You got it.
Just make a knot. Pull it taut. Make one more knot so they don't come undone.
Got it.
All right, this is where it gets exciting. You hold on to that side there. You hold on to that side there. All right, hold the rope. Now we're gonna make the rope levitate.
Okay.
There you go. There you go. The rope's levitate. All right, hold up there. Hold up. Watch the knot. Keep an eye on the knot. Right. Watch. You know what that did? Nothing.
Looks good.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It moves. Grab the knot. Okay, good. Hold the knot. Hold it, right? And that part's really important, right?
I'm ready.
Drop the rope. What are you doing? I'm talking to him. He's right over here. I'm looking right at him. Usually people go crazy for that one. So,
This is a very tough crowd.
It's a tough crowd.
It could be the funniest thing
Usually it's
ever,
like 4 or
but these
5
guys,
of them.
yeah.
Okay, drop the rope. There you go. All right, your part. You pull the rope through the knot, and the rope will magically restore itself. There it goes.
There
That's
we
it.
go.
That's my cut and restored rope routine. When I do it for a live audience, there's like 17 more jokes.
These flowers, it's such a good trick, but something like this, it looks like a magic prop. It's still amazing though.
That is amazing.
Right?
Yeah.
But where would it work outside of a magic store? It would just look like fake flowers.
Because they are fake flowers. I think trying to get the audience to believe what we do is real has held us back further than anything else.
A lot of people think that what we're doing is real.
Like, I sawed my baby in half, and they go, fake. This is just a trick.
We know.
Yeah, I'm not.
We know.
I'm not trying to pass it off as real.
There was a time in college where 2 magicians came to town. It was a mind-reading couple, and they did really good. So I went back to the dorm room with 3 girls, one of whom I really liked, and then I did magic for her, and I passed it off like I had real powers, which I don't usually do. And she cried, she was breaking down, and I felt this thing that I've never felt before, this power that I could, right now, convert her to any religion I wanted to, and I hated it. It really made me afraid, and it made me understand just how easy it is to manipulate people.
So you're just not cut out to be a mentalist.
I'm not cut out for it. What's your process like for creating a magic trick?
It's very simple. I remix old tricks. Sometimes you can take a classic of magic and just add a different presentation. Does this look like a magic trick prop?
No,
Looks pretty real, doesn't it?
looks great.
I have a story currently about my dad teaching me this trick. But the thing is in the show, you don't realize that it's my dad until the very end of the story. But people really like the idea that tricks are passed down or learned. And this really is a trick that my dad taught me. It's actually not completely true because my mom was the one who used to do this trick, not my dad.
Wow,
My mom learned that to impress my dad when she was in college.
that's not an
because-
easy magic trick to do.
No,
What's the gig you have coming up?
it's a big classic box trick.
And where is it right now?
It's downtown Vegas.
Okay, should we pay, get out of here, do that?
You can pay.
Sorry about destroying your shop. It was all Tommy Wynn's fault.
I moved to Las Vegas because I love the history of the town and I wanted to be close to just other magicians. I don't want to work here.
And that boggles people's mind that you don't want a Vegas show.
They say, why do you live in Las Vegas? Well, the people who live in Nashville, if you want to be a songwriter, that's where you live, Nashville. If you want to be a magician, you have to go to where the guys are creating the magic.
So if you don't want the Vegas show, what would you want? What's the 10-year goal?
The big audacious goal, the big crazy dream of a goal is to do a tour of arenas. Because after I performed in Madison Square Garden, opening for a band on their tour, arenas and amphitheaters are the most addicting thing.
So that the magic tricks you would do for 20,000 people surrounded?
You'd think you have to do a giant, like, saw of death or something like that, but you don't. In fact, that sort of magic appears smaller in an arena than a card trick because everything now on stage is video screens. I would end up doing 45 minutes in front of 20,000 people with no large pieces of magic. And the reason is, it's incredible pieces of magic with great hooks that use people. And the focus isn't me, and it's not even the magic, it becomes the people and the reaction to the impossible.
What do you think makes a trick successful? How do you know it's good?
So I don't base it off of just what I hear on stage. I have to watch tape, I have to ask opinions. If we can really do it, we focus group a piece of magic.
In general, what's the ethics of doing camera tricks, we'll say, in a TV show?
is very difficult to morally take down camera tricks without taking down all of magic, because magic in general is deception. But the reason I don't do camera tricks isn't because of some moral code. It's because the risk isn't worth it. This is a puzzle that is kind of a unique design. This is not one that you'd be able to find in the stores because I had this built. Here, while you're driving, solve this.
Absolutely.
This guy is actually a miniature model of what I'm going to show you at Gold Spike, where we're going right now.
Wonderful. A week from now, Justin is going to be performing this trick for a couple thousand people. You guys get a sneak preview right now. Here is Justin.
What's up? All right. This is a nice peek behind the curtain. This is a giant puzzle box, kind of like one of those puzzles you get when you're a kid, where if you move all the pieces in the proper position, it opens up and there's something inside. There's a tube going through. You can see all the way. Hi. There's even a tube going through the bottom half. If you bring that camera out, you can get down. Howdy. All that I have to do is put all the pieces in place and solve the puzzle. Looks like this. If I move this piece up like that, that unlocks that piece to move over, in which case I get to take that top tube out. It's that one right there, which unlocks on the other side this piece of metal separating both halves. There's still that tube in the bottom. That comes out pretty easy. Like that. Then it gets a little bit more intricate. That piece moves over, that piece pops in, goes down, and then there's Allie. I don't know how the girl was in the box.
Great trick. Good job, guys. Cheers. Why?
The only way we perform this trick is if you actually put your hand in it.
All right, here we go.
Now put your hand
Here we go.
here. This blade, if I come down, you can actually feel
Sure can.
right there.
Absolutely.
And I goes 1,
Uh-huh.
2, 3 days ago when I was doing this. You see, that's the joke.
And magicians have been doing that bit for 100 years.
Yes, they have.
Uh-huh.
And the blade goes right through, pull your hand out, and you can see the blade still.
Yes!